Force will be with you.
Always.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Star Wars Mag, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a Mandalorian Season 2 update, as well as all of the news from a galaxy far, far away. The Mandalorian Season 2 is only 11 days away, and we have some really exciting news to get into in this update. Before I get into the video guys, please may I ask you to hit like down below, to subscribe if you're new, and also please hit the notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get into it. So our first news story comes from the Baby Yoda clone theory, and it turns out that the new Star Wars book may have just provided evidence that this theory is true. I've spoken about this theory numerous times on my channel, and I have a whole video dedicated to it, so please do check that out. The link is in the description. And so I'm going to read to you from an article by Screen Rant which states, Star Wars provides new evidence for the Mandalorian's Baby Yoda clone theory. Details from the Star Wars book provides new evidence that the Imperials in the Mandalorian are trying to clone Baby Yoda, aka the child. They state, Din Djarin was hired by the Bounty Hunter Guild under contract from Imperial remnants to find and deliver Baby Yoda, who was then experimented on by Dr. Pershing. While it was never revealed what the Imperials were after with Baby Yoda, many fans believe that they were trying to clone him, given the fact that he's Force sensitive and Dr. Pershing bore the insignia of the Kaminoan cloners. That may turn out to be true in future seasons of The Mandalorian, and now there's new evidence for it. In Lucasfilm's The Star Wars book from Pablo Hidalgo, the section on cloning teases rumors spread of Imperial attempts to create clones of unique species. Although the section doesn't name drop the child or make reference to Yoda, there's arguably no species more unique than Yoda's. Coupling that with evidence from The Mandalorian Season 1, it stands to reason that Dr. Pershing and the Imperial remnants were trying to clone Baby Yoda. It would fit with other theories that Imperials were testing cloning in the lead up for Palpatine's return in The Rise of Skywalker. On the other hand, there's the possibility that Baby Yoda is a clone and Dr. Pershing was merely trying to reobtain him. Ever since Baby Yoda first reappeared on screen, there have been numerous theories, including the fact that Baby Yoda could be Yoda himself, to Baby Yoda being a Force dyad, many of which have varying degrees of evidence behind them. However, what seems likeliest is that Dr. Pershing was trying to clone Baby Yoda, who already exhibited impressive strength in using the Force. Perhaps this is how Disney's Star Wars era brings back midichlorians. Taking into account Baby Yoda's age, as well as the fact that he was being guarded when Mando found him, it's also possible that this isn't the first time the Empire has tried to get their hands on him. At some point, The Mandalorian is meant to highlight the beginning stages of the First Order, so there's no reason there can't be hints to Palpatine's final order as well. So I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. As much as I've propagated this theory for a while, and while I think it's a really cool option for them to go with for Season 2 and seasons beyond, a huge part of me really wants Baby Yoda to be his own character without ties to Palpatine, the eventual cloning of Palpatine, to Yoda and the Skywalker saga. A part of me really wants to learn more about the Yoda species and Baby Yoda to be, in his own right, a unique character. But having said that, there is an exception to this rule. If he turns out to be related to Yaddle, and Yaddle had a secret child and that's why she left the Jedi Order after the Phantom Menace, I might be okay with that, because we haven't seen much of Yaddle. I just don't want it to tie into the sequels and to Palpatine's return with, reminiscence of what we already know. What I'm trying to say is it's a really fine balance between fan service and just reiterating the same points. But not knowing Baby Yoda's origins has been really exciting as a fandom to hypothesize, but at this stage I'm really dying to know how he fits into Star Wars and, is he a light side user? Is he going to be a dark side user? Who is he? What is he? And I would like to learn more about Yoda's species in the process. I'm sure we'll find out much more in 11 days' time. Speaking of The Mandalorian Season 2, we all can expect Rosario Dawson to be playing the role of Ahsoka Tano in live action form. And this interesting article from Small Screen talks about Ahsoka, but not in the same capacity as The Mandalorian. This one is speaking about a rumoured film that's in development, which is centred around Ahsoka Tano. So I'll read you this now. There are rumours that Disney and Lucasfilm are looking into developing an Ahsoka Tano Star Wars spin-off movie after The Mandalorian. This article then states, and I quote, "Now let me preface this by saying that the rumour comes from We've Got This Covered sources. They have a rather patchy track record as far as scoops go, however, sometimes they get it right. One of the reasons we've decided to run this is because I've read multiple reports that Lucasfilm wants to make Star Wars spin-off movies. One of the characters they've been looking into bringing over into live action shows and movies for a while has been Ahsoka Tano. It was rumoured that she's going to be played by Rosario Dawson in The Mandalorian." According to We've Got This Covered sources, Lucasfilm and Disney are right now just looking into the idea of making an Ahsoka Tano movie. However, nothing is set in stone as of yet. I think an Ahsoka Tano spin-off movie would make a lot of sense, but we can't be sure if this will drop on Disney Plus or in cinemas. I'll tell you what, this is my 2 cents on the issue. I think they should make an Ahsoka Tano live-action spin-off series for Disney Plus if and only if she makes an appearance in The Mandalorian Season 2. The reason I say this, it would be a nice transition to go from Clone Wars and Rebels, Ahsoka in animated form, to then The Mandalorian, and everyone's in awe that we got to see her in live action, and then leave us wanting more by creating another spin-off show, which is live action of Ahsoka. But what do you guys think of this rumor? I think it's borderline BS, but I'm not going to say anything. I would like to see an Ahsoka Tano live action show / movie, but not until we've seen her in The Mandalorian Season 2 and or Season 3. Now, the next news article is something I haven't really spoken about in a long time, and this is hypothesis and theory about Season 2. And this one is about how a key Star Wars Jedi could help Mando in his quest. So CBR state, Cal Kestis of Jedi Fallen Order would be the perfect character to make a cameo in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. The trailer for Season 2 of The Mandalorian sets up a very interesting premise. Din Djarin will spend the season traveling the galaxy looking for clues about these enemy sorcerers to deliver the child Baby Yoda to them. In other words, it's highly likely that Mando will stumble upon other Force sensitives in his search for the perfect family for Baby Yoda. There is one popular Star Wars character who is roaming the galaxy who has first-hand knowledge of the Jedi and their training, Cal Kestis, protagonist of the very successful Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order. Kestis' journey in Jedi Fallen Order begins with him as a Jedi Padawan, lucky enough to be off Coruscant when Order 66 struck. With the help of his master, he eluded capture, dropping off the Empire's radar for 5 years, hiding his Force sensitivity to avoid inquisitorial detection, and surviving as a discreet member of the Scrappers Guild. At the end of the game, Cal decided to destroy a holocron containing a list of all the Force-sensitive children, fearing that the Empire could get its hands on it. He was also conscious of the Jedi Order's failings and was unsure that he would be up to the task of rebuilding it. If Cal had not destroyed that holocron, he would have seen the name and location of Baby Yoda, who was born in 41 BBY. Needless to say, Cal's appearance in The Mandalorian would be a great crossover, and it seems to align with the timeline as well. Jedi Fallen Order takes place in 14 BBY, while Season 2 of The Mandalorian is supposed to happen around 9 ABY. That's a 23-year gap. If Cal Kestis was 17 years old in 14 BBY, that would make him 40 by the time he hypothetically stumbles upon Din Djarin and the child. From a production standpoint, the actors would have to use a bit of aging makeup magic, but nothing too dramatic. So do let me know what you guys think of this article. Do you think we could see him in Season 2 of The Mandalorian? Do you think there will be a crossover between Fallen Order and The Mandalorian? Now, before I go, I just want to say that later on tonight there will be on ESPN the exclusive new look at The Mandalorian Season 2, and while no one really knows what this is going to be, it could be a trailer, it could be new scenes, it could be whatever. I will be doing a video around that time when we do have footage, when we do get it, and you can expect me to give a little breakdown and give you my thoughts on it. So I'm Star Wars Meg, and I really hope you enjoyed this news update. If you did, please give me a big fat like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.